busy fighting each other. Alright, hopefully that'll give me clear access to the campground here. I don't remember anything useful being in there. Why am I hearing noises? Let's not go find out. So yeah, sometimes in the past at least, there was a luxury RV parked right here. You'd have to get a little creative on how you got it out because of the tree placements and stuff, but it's always fun when there's a perfect condition luxury RV. Nothing. In the past, my best luck has been with, I think, this tent, with finding bows and stuff. I don't know if that was just randomized or what, but so far I'm not impressed. What do we got? Some steak knife, briefs, and a greatcoat. Yeah, we're not gonna get anything fun out of this one, unfortunately. All right, no good stuff in the campground for us. Oops. What do we got here? Private park. I'm not going to roll any further north. We got a little bit of a view of the city further to the south, but yeah, city's gonna start right about here. I'm not going that way. So yeah, all right, let's go back out and down, and then we'll work our way around to the radio tower. This car is going to help tremendously with getting this trip done. Gonna speed things up. How are we doing on gas? 4 liters. Yeah, I was really hoping for some more gas. Hopefully on our road trip here we come across another vehicle. If not, I'll just make sure we've got enough to get back to our base with it. And I'll have to bring it some gas. We know this section of roadway is clear. Let's cut up north a bit. See if we can find a body site or something fun. Whoa, going too fast. Too fast! 20 miles per hour. Too much. Uh-oh. Oh. Mass grave. Of course there's zombies. Let's go south of the mass grave. Breacher, dissolute, devour. Magic boulders. Whoops. Hey there, body sight. Gasoline lantern. I like gasoline lanterns. If you're not aware, gasoline lantern's kind of my go-to light source in the early, whatever you consider early mid-game time frame. It's only Fab 5 to craft one, and it's auto-learned recipe. Don't need a book or anything special, and it's really, really simple ingredients. So if you can bootstrap your way up to Fab 5, make a gasoline lantern. 1 gallon of gas that you can get easily from any vehicle or other locations lasts a really, really long time. So it makes a really good early game light source in your, especially in your underground base or wherever you're set up. What else we got? Ooh, bottle of stout. Not impressed with the clothing list, but I do want the I want the gas lantern. Tough zombie, tough zombie. Do I care? I don't care. We'll just shoot him. Give me some stout. Soda can stove kit. And fully charged gas lantern, even better. Juniper. Alright, I don't care about any of the rest of this stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna leave the toolbox unless I know I'm gonna need it. Almost missed that body site. That's why I don't like to drive at a higher zoom, because I miss things like that. I don't have the auto notes turned on. They still feel a bit too cheaty to me. Alright, a fork in the road. We chose the path most taken. Rainless. Wasp. Okay, that is. Alright, no building. No vehicles either, unfortunately. Alright, which one are we gonna get? Anything good? I don't really need a map. Sniper rifle would be nice. Yeah, we got the map. Get the map and the telescope. Neither of which do I need. That's alright. We've already got binoculars, which they seem to drop really commonly from trash zombies now, so they're not nearly as rare and hard to get as they used to be. I guess we'll take the map, just in case it does add anything to ours. And it's a survivor map, so it'll show new locations, like gun stores and gas stations. I think the last one was tourist map? Can't remember. But this is the important part. So since we already have the binoculars, we get this massive view distance. Another thing, if you're not aware, new to the game, go to the top of these towers, you massively increase your overworld map distance. And if you have a binoculars, or the various vision increasing CBMs, or the telescope, sometimes of which is already up here, you get that bonus. So now we can see this. So what do we got to the north? We got the city of East Machias with a mall, gun store, bookstore, not the tower with the lab. It's got one wizard's tower. Museum. So it's got a few things of interest. Nothing that I would beeline over here for, though. The library, kind of on the outer edge of town, would pique my interest. But, yeah, I don't see anything here that we don't have access to elsewhere. So, north from there, farms, and a mansion out in the middle of the field. Good old Migo Scout Tower. Fungal flowers. Alright. Like I said, nothing I'm going to head towards, although the mansion could be pretty fun, but... Or the mall, I mean. Not the mansion. But I got double zombies on with enhanced evolution speed, so... the mall's going to be pretty nasty. That would be pretty ridiculously dangerous for us to try to get to. I got no need for any of the farms or horse barns up here. Horse locations. Maybe the mansion would be worth a drive if the fungal flowers wouldn't spreading up that area. Mall's too easy if you can get inside and you can get to the upper floors. Anything with multiple levels is quote-unquote easy, if long as you can survive the trip to the upper floors. It's not so easy when you are hey, we're only obese now. We dropped another category. It's not so easy when you're an obese, genetically unstable prototype cyborg with all the negative mutations and are facing higher level evolved zombies with a parking lot with about 16 quadzillion zombies in it. That's a little tougher. We got a few categories to go still. We've gone from morbidly obese to very obese. I forget what the other one was that we just got rid of. Now we're just obese, so we're getting there. It's not like I'm doing anything. I'm just not eating, and we have... I purposely make sure we took the fast metabolism trait so we burn calories even faster. So, no big strategy here. Alright, back downstairs. We're running out of gas. If I don't find gas on the road here on this next section, we're going to have to just take the car back and park it until I can get some gas. So, we got a little bit further here. I can't remember, did the lumberyard... Usually there's at least one vehicle in the parking lot, and I think it has a gas pump. Yeah, I think it has a gas pump in the rear section. The main building warehouse is here, but I think there's a gas pump like back in this corner if I remember right. I should have brought something to actually put gas into though. Even a gallon jug. Alright. Back in my chat here. Best way to get long ropes really early? Yeah. Long ropes you get from 5-point harnesses in military vehicles. Short ropes you get by removing seatbelts from cars. But for long rope, 5-point harness. That's what you want to look for. Usually in military vehicles, if you're playing, especially with the mod that adds more military vehicles like the tanks and APCs and that. Just look in the driver's seat positions and gunner positions for 5-point harnesses. And that'll get you the long rope. Yeah, but the gate's locked. I'm not spending time sitting there trying to unlock the gate. You can't just walk through the gate. Nah, no Mega Biscuits left. Mega Biscuit got bought out 30 seconds into the evening. Zombie evolution by default is 60 days. If you don't touch anything, 60 days. That's the zombie evolution timer. So when you start playing with the start date and Cataclysm date and evolution speed, that's where you start adjusting that. But by default, it's about 60 days. So day 55 to 60, you start seeing evolved. Mostly looking for questions that may or may not have been answered. Yeah, you can make long rope out of short ropes. You just got to get a bunch of them together. I forget what the recipe requirement. I think it's 6 short ropes for a long rope or something like that. All right, let's keep driving. Come on, vehicle with gas. That's my next thing on my wish list. I don't want to have to park this thing somewhere. Yeah, the terrain, I think I just realized that the change in the terrain style, where we've got these, I'm not sure I can show it here, where we've got these kind of clusters of rocks and boulders and trees and such, is making it harder for me to spot the body locations, because it used to be the fields were just pretty bare and I would instantly see when there was a body location. But now there's so much other visual clutter as I'm driving along that it's harder for my feeble eyes and brain to actually pick out the body locations. And of course we get a solar vehicle. May or may not be helpful for me. So what do we got out here? 1 zombie brute, 3 of the gas ones, and nothing else of too much danger. Alright. Let's spread these guys out a bit and then we'll hop out and we'll shoot them all to death. Let's give them a little more room here. Well, that worked out pretty well. I've got 15 shots left. I only really care about one of these guys. He hasn't arrived yet. Oh, did he stay up north? Where'd the tough go? Or the brute? Interesting. There's the brute way at the outside of my vision range. Alright, anything hit the ground I care about? No. Cashews. Excuse me? Is that a body site south of me too? Just one of the minor clothing sites. I'm not likely to come back this way again, so I don't really care about pulping. Not worried about one bag of cashews. Okay. Get down here. Alright, see if that cleared the place out. So, there's the truck, and there's the gas pump. But, unless I take down the chain link fence, I can't get adjacent to transfer the liquid, or transfer the gas into the vehicle directly, so I need something to transfer it. Oh, cool. Alright, let's do this instead. There we go. Look at that. Once again, ask and ye shall receive. Although, is that something I'd rather drive? Got a security system. Other than that, though, it's in pretty good shape. Well, relatively speaking. Now, keep using the one we've got for the moment. Siphon. That gives me everything I need. This one's running, so there we go. Alright, we're home free. Alright, we're good to go now. Perfect condition tank, 56 liters. All I gotta do is not smash this vehicle into things. Don't use it as battering ram, and we're good. That'll stop driving as soon as the engine conks out with no gas. We've got tons of cargo spaces up here, so if I get to modding a vehicle, we'll come up and grab the cargo spaces. Let's back out of here. Oops. Where am I pointing? Alright, well, that went pretty well considering. Bubble wrap, soda. Nothing exciting, nothing exciting. There's almost never anything in these two buildings up here that I care about. I might have to start accumulating some food stockpiles, because we're dropping weight at a fair clip. So we'll take the obviously healthy stuff for later consumption. Nice. Yeah, chocolate bars are super healthy. You didn't know that? Oh yeah, I gotta read that map. Got to read the map. Clean clothing, safety glasses, hiking boots, tool belts. I am not currently wearing my mask. Crap. I thought I had a filter mask with me. Did I leave my filter mask? Alright, wear the dust mask. I should really now start accumulating leather. Yay. I think I have welding goggles. Take them. Alright, we're not gonna loot all these stupid... Well, they're not stupid, but we're not gonna loot all these boxes. They don't have anything I care about. So we got the saw and the axe. And that's it. That's it. Anything else I want to take? I don't need the wood. I don't need the plastic. All these boxes have the same stuff in them. Sticks, planks, plastic sheets, so they have their uses. I don't personally have any uses for them, though, and I don't want to transport logs and wooden panels. But as far as I know, every single one of these boxes is the same group of types of items. So I think we got everything I need here. We want to poke into here real quick. See, I can't just walk through. That's why you always see me climb over the fences. I don't want to sit here and try to pick the lock. I didn't bring any lock picks with me anyway. So there's well, that's a little bit of gas. That's a tiny quantity. That's 152 liters. I don't need logs. Why do I need logs? What would I use logs for in my current situation? Alright, so we've got a full tank of gas. That'll do all of my local driving needs and make it really easy for me to gas up wherever we might need to go. I just need to avoid smashing this vehicle into something. We're a little limited in where else we can go, though. I mean, now it's down to the road into town, which is guaranteed to be a lot of smashy smash. Or across the bridge, once again, directly into a town, smashy smash. Or into town. My only path is way the hell up here to follow these roads without having to... no, I can't even get through here. So yeah, this is my only clear-ish path to take the vehicle. Otherwise, we're kind of trapped in this location. So we'll have to make do. Oh yeah, I forgot there was that LMOE way down south. Way down south. Alright. Hey, Rapuri! Thank you very much for the cheer. Appreciate that. Anything else I want here? We're not likely to get anything useful down at the tree farm except for pine nuts if I want to go the pine nut route. What is it that you prefer, ride armor or SWAT armor? SWAT armor. Yeah, SWAT armor. If I remember rightly, ride armor is like low... I'm trying to remember now. Ride armor is low, yeah, I don't like 85% coverage for that kind of a major part. I don't consider 10 encumbrance for 85% coverage a good thing, quote-unquote. So, between the weight and the covered parts and the coverage value, I don't consider this a good deal. But SWAT armor, if I remember, is the 95% for a much higher protection value on the same body parts. It weighs more, yes, but and the encumbrance is worse. But I mean, if you're going to get encumbered, you at least get some storage space. You get really good protection values, because this puts it above what normal zombies can hit you for. So this one piece on these locations means you're, if not quite immune to normal damage. I mean, the 5% of the time means occasionally hits will get through. But these values mean you can basically ignore all the low-level zombies for the most part. So there's a big difference between 8.8 and 11.18, just in the fact that when you can get between 11 and 12 protection on a body part at 100%, you are immune to low-level damage from the early zombies. So that's kind of the benchmark that I try to get to. Close to 100% as I can get, with 11 or 12 points on the body parts to render me immune to the low-level zombies, and that takes a huge burden off of what you need to keep track of. So, yeah, I don't like the ride armor. I mean, if it's the only thing you find, throw it on, of course. But if you have a choice, definitely go for the SWAT over the ride. Alright. I was just reading through Rapuri's comment there. Oh, I have no plans on not having content, so no danger of that. If anything, the channel's going to be expanding. So part of this whole process is getting the partner status on Twitch is kind of a linchpin in my plans to go full-time streaming and to basically double the hours that I stream when we do that, when we pull that trigger. So I just got a couple more hardware things I need to get so I don't blind myself with literal blinding light. I need to replace these lights, and then it's just pretty much lights, channel graphics, and partner status on Twitch, preferably, to get us over that hump and go full-time streaming and open the channel up to other games as well as Cataclysm. Not going to stop streaming or playing Cataclysm, so... Alright. Start, car, start! There we go. Well, let's go ahead and head on down to the tree farm, take a look. See if there's any useful vehicles on the way, and I don't know if I'm going to bother picking up all the pine nuts. We got a ways yet. Oh, we got an airdrop site right on the road. That's kind of hard to miss. So, how many MREs? What do you think? What's the over-under on MREs and smoke grenades? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crates. I'm going to say 3 of them have MREs. Nah, springs. They're not going to be springs. Oh, that's right. Tag vest and combat boots. Alright. Tag vest I can use to craft other things later, and same with the combat boots, so that's an okay find. Winter pants and knee pads. Take the knee pads. I don't care about the winter pants. I'm 0 for 2 on my count on MREs. Holy crap! Alright, I'm gonna be really, really wrong on this one, apparently. Youchers! They gave me an RM51 assault rifle with 29 out of 50 rounds of 8x40 caseless. Still not going to use it for 99% of my gunfire, but okay. That's kind of ridiculously good. Well, still no gas or MREs. Dynamite again, look at that. And a gas canister. And finally... Hey, MRE! We got one. Alright, I've already got knee pads. I need elbow pads. I can't seem to find elbow pads for some reason. Alright, so now you know why I like to travel my local area. Get to a high point, get the map revealed, know what your options are. Get to travel the local area looking for body sites, looking for easy to access and loot buildings and airdrops and all that stuff. Vastly increases your survivability. Alright. You gonna have a chainsaw for me in the tree farm? Not that I really care. I also know that locations like this don't have zombies attached, unless they've randomly wandered in for some reason. No. How about in the workshop? No chainsaw. Alright. So yeah, if you're looking for pine nuts, here you go. It's a few hundred pine cones here. I've got no... Well, I do have survival 1. I need survival 2 and cooking 1 in order to make pine nuts. But, we know it's here. If I get into a food situation, we'll come up and we'll get them later. We'll, especially if we start hitting into town here, we'll have plenty of opportunities for food items from the houses and from all vending machines and such. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. What have I got? 48 volume. You bought some bits. What are those? How can I know how much I have? I'm not sure on the interface how you know how many bits you have left. I don't know what the interface looks like on cell phone, especially from that direction. Nah, they are forever young. Alright. Alright, people might not have seen this before, so I'll demonstrate it again real quick, I guess. I was hoping to have a little more capacity, but let's do this. Let's dump the toolbox again. And the spare headlamp. Alright, so to speed this process up, you want to have a lot of capacity, a lot of volume. Weight capacity, of course, is also good. Then you want to make sure you turn on the auto harvesting. So just kind of get lined up here. Turn on auto pickup adjacent, all that kind of stuff. Turn on auto. And I just want... Well, I guess I might as well do both. That way we raise our survival skill while we're doing this. We should get high enough by the time we finish these. We're gonna do both bushes and trees. We're gonna auto harvest everything. Save those. Now, as I walk adjacent, you can see the color change. So when I walk adjacent, it's gonna darken slightly. We got some rhubarb. I'll take some rhubarb. Now we're gonna fill up our volume really quickly with pine boughs, which are good. Alright. We make it to the end before we fill up? No, we didn't quite make it. That's okay. So, and you can see, just that one row maxed out our carry volume already and almost maxed out our weight. So we'll leave that where it's at for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and run back. We'll dump off 30 pine cones and 69 pine boughs. So pine boughs are made for pine needle tea. Pine needle tea and pine cones are the superfood. They both are positive health value. They're very, very easy to get in basically unlimited quantities. And they're real simple to get and turn into super healthy foods. So if you're not knowledgeable about pine needle tea and pine nuts, there you go. The only trick to pine needle tea is it does require a recipe book. It's in 3 or 4 or 5 books. But pine needles, or pine nuts, you learn automatically. Unfortunately, pine needle tea is not automatic. So we're just going to walk by another row of trees. Salsify? I have no idea what that even is. Never heard of that before. Alright, pine boughs. I'm not going to drink that much pine needle tea, so I'm going to start dumping the pine boughs, which is most of the stuff we're auto picking up here.
For the cause. Normally watch YouTube due to time zones.
Yeah, the time zone thing is something it's going to be changing. So I'll give you a sneak peek of my plan. So my plan is sometime in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to submit the application to Twitch. Hopefully they'll get back to me a little quicker than last time, and we'll get the yes or no on the partner status. Either way, hopefully it's a yes and we get partner. If not, either way, I'm still going to be changing the channel around and what I do and when I do it. So my current thought or plan is to go to a Monday to Friday schedule from noon to 10. So noon my time, that's 4 hours earlier than I normally start. And normally I start traditionally at 4 p.m. my time. So it'll be noon my time, Central US, to 10 p.m. my time. That's 10 hours. And that will help. No. It's good. That'll help the folks across the pond in the European side to catch the beginnings of the streams. Because that's like 6 p.m. in England and 8 p.m. somewhere around there in France and Germany and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully that'll give them a few hours in the evening time before Betty Bye that they can visit and check out the channel, what's going on. And of course it'll cover more of the U.S. time zones. So I'm hoping that change, it's going to massively increase my on-camera time, of course, and my availability to stream just by itself, because it'll be 50 hours instead of the 24 I'm currently scheduling. And then it'll give a larger block of time for the Europeans to join into the fun. And it'll also open up a lot more time for me to actually add other games. So I'm going to do some polls. I'm gonna announce the games I'm thinking of playing on the channel and get some polls and some straw polls and all that for some feedback and deciding what I'm going to fill time frame wise. And that's kind of the plan. So I'll be breaking the day up a little more, and we'll see. But that's the rough plan currently. All right, let's go back to the car again. I see Rapuri has found the button. See if we can get 3 people to either tip a buck or to subscribe within a 5-minute period. We can get the hype train going again. I've only seen the hype train once so far. All right, what did we get? 37 and 10 that time. All right, do this a little faster now. You can do more than 100 at a time. You can kind of pick your number there. Hallucinating. Ah, there we go. We have cleared out a pine tree farm. And that is awesome because we now, in just a couple of minutes, once you know how to do this and you're prepared for it, we have accumulated 116 pine boughs and 143 pine cones. So, that is ridiculously awesome. We also got our survival skill to, we actually did make it to 2. I thought we would get a little higher. I guess my focus is bad. We only got 28% of the XP. But I can craft my way to survival 2 really easily. But that'll give us plenty of pine nuts and pine needle tea when we get to that point. Often does a Hack Pro spawn in the evacuee shelter? Extremely rare. Extremely rare. Yeah, extremely rarely. That's how often. Usually Hack Pro, you want to, the regional dump is the best place to find it if you have one available to you. And if not, hey, there's the hype train. We have a hype train. We're at level 1 hype train 90. What is the progress bar? Looks weird compared to that percentage number. Huh. Odd. Alright, whatever. Hype train's going. Thank you to everybody participating. I'm probably not going to be able to catch all the names, but thanks much. Hype! Hype train is taking off. Am I missing any other questions? How early are you moving to? You missed that part. Noon my time, 4 hours earlier than I used to, or I currently do, to 10 p.m. So I'll start 4 hours earlier and stop 2 hours later, or no, 2 hours earlier. So it's still going to be long. Instead of 8-hour streams, it's 10 hours. But my plan is to do 2.5 hours, take a 15-minute break. Then at the 5-hour point, take a half-hour break for some food. And then at the 7.5 hour, take another 15-minute break. And maybe scatter a 1-minute break here and there to stretch and all that. This is all going to be dependent on my poor, feeble body being able to handle 10-hour streams 5 days a week. I'm going to give it a try. We're going to try pretty hard. I really, really, really want to play other games. I want to play something other than Cataclysm, damn it. We're going to do it. And I don't want to stop playing Cataclysm. Not even close. But, yeah, I need to... Even I, after 2 years of playing Cataclysm pretty much 24 hours a week, need a break at some point. Project Zomboid is on the list. I briefly did a Project Zomboid kind of a test thing a little bit ago, but Project Zomboid's one of them. Oh, I was saying on the Hack Pro, yeah, regional dump, really good chance of getting a Hack Pro to regional dump. After that, random trash cans pretty much anywhere. So, I'm assuming, known cheater, you found your Hack Pro in a random trash can in the starting shelter. You kind of want to see Vorm tackle something like X4? Well, maybe. Alright. Yeah, Warhammer 2 is on my list as well. I just picked up Warhammer 2 with the most recent sales over the holidays, and I'm a big Warhammer fan from the good old original days, way back. I mean, when Warhammer was released back in the early 80s. So, I'm an old school Warhammer fan. I've played Dwarf Fortress quite a bit. I haven't played it in the last 4 or 5 years. I've played Dwarf Fortress several times off and on through the years. So I'm just not sure that my poor brain can handle both Dwarf Fortress and Cataclysm simultaneously. I'm afraid I may invoke a stroke if I try to remember the interfaces for both games at the same time. So I'm not convinced I can pull that off. Okay, let's get moving again. Am I all Oh, we got a couple of random things here. Some herbs and some herb. Otherwise we're set. Okay, so that was the last planned stop on our trip. The find of the vehicle sped that up quite a bit. I think it's head back now. I might take a drive down this way, see if we can hop into that other radio tower, see if it has a map or a sniper rifle, and then we'll back out. Then we'll go back and park at the lab. Not sure how deep into the fatigue and the tired status we are. Let's go straight across through the fields and hope we find more body sites. I am also going to be looking for some helpers, some regular viewers that would be interested in moderating. So, if anybody has any interest in being a mod for the channel while I'm live streaming, keep an eye out. I'll do an announcement and we can talk. It would be best if you're planning or hoping to be a mod that you are also showing up on my Discord channel. That'll make the process a little easier and communication. Alright, I got a hype train emote. Yeah, megalomaniacs need not apply. You gotta be handy with copying and pasting links, answering common questions so I don't have to. Alright, stop popping up these messages, interface. Hey, Mattis. I think your sub there got, there it is. There it showed up. Appreciate the resub, of course. Yeah, setting up some macros or even suggesting some macros for chat would be good as well. Channel is getting to the point, and especially if I do go full time, playing certain games, I know we're going to expand this follower and subscriber base pretty substantially pretty quickly. Anything I can do to automate the process so I can pay more attention to chat and gaming and less to micromanagement stuff would be very helpful. Let's not go north. Soldiers, not worried about. There's our next tower. One of the blessings of Cataclysm and turn-based games for this kind of thing is at any time I can just take my hands off the keyboard and look at chat, and I've gotten better over time at trying to keep track of chat and answering your guys' questions and requests. And I shall keep improving that skill. Alright, we didn't really learn anything much new here. We only got a tiny amount of distance added to the outer edge of our map. So, yeah, nothing new there. Unfortunately, nothing at the top of the tower. So, back down we go. That was a lot. That could be a problem at certain times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attempts. Yeah, we need to get some mechanic skill, get that welding rig over here, and fix up this vehicle. Alright, we'll go a little further in. Look at that. Dissolute Devour. What else we got? Skeletal Brute. Part of the reason I'm coming over here is just so I can kind of get a quick taste of what evolution level we're at. So, Dissolutes, Brutes, nothing else so far. That's what, a security van? Yep, security van. Turn hordes back on. So, a few minor hordes over there. It won't show me the hordes up close to me because they've unpacked, but alright, let's get out of here. That's all I needed to do. Not push our luck with our Iron Chef, our XXL Iron Chef. No, they don't count as junk food. Pine nuts is perfectly healthy food, just like the nuts that you find, the cashews and almonds and so on from the vending machines. I don't think there's a food trait that removes those as a food choice, which is a reason why I almost never have problems with the food stuff. I just know the game too well, and I tend to be pretty maneuverable and move around the world a lot, so food's usually fairly irrelevant for me, barring extreme starting conditions. But especially once I get mobile, it's more of an afterthought or an inconvenience than anything. Let's go this way. We're home! Everything out, please. Let's leave the wheel and the scissor back. How much stuff is that? 127 liters, huh? And I do have Z levels on? I do not have Z levels. Alright. Of course, 93 of that is the pine bows and pine cones. Alright, let's that's 46 out of 48 already. Alright, we'll drag the pile to the stairs, and then I'll shuffle back and forth. Whoops. Apparently I stopped hauling at some point. Did I not start hauling? There's... What the heck? Where'd the stuff go? Where'd you go, gear? Way down there? Huh. Not sure. I must have got interrupted by itching or something. Didn't realize it. Alright. Headlamp. Good thing we've only got a short walk to our little base here. Alright, that's everything. Alright, good trip. Good results. So, we still got the engine sitting here we know about. Excavator, which I just need to get my mechanics skill up and then go rip out the crane from. Electric sports car for the leather and such. We have not found, within the confines of this limited area we can drive around in, a vehicle I would like to use. So we might be restricted until we start running around in town here to find like a Humvee or security van or one of the other traditional ones I usually put together. Try to drive it out and then work on it. Alright, so next trip we're gonna go to the junkyard. We're gonna walk out and around this way. Sneak into the junkyard, see if we can drag the welding cart out of the junkyard. And if there's an engine crane in there, we might take that as well instead of using the boom crane over here. But we'll see what's there when we get there. But there should be a welding cart in the garage portion of the junkyard. So that will be our next goal. All right, so we're tired. 11 o'clock, midday. If we sleep now, I guess it's not really critical. We're not going after the city right now. We haven't advanced much time, so I'm not worried about how much night I've got. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Alright, take a couple drinks of water. Yeah, hardly any time passed. I think only like 2 hours went by. So... The roof of your lab collapsed, letting in Z's from the surface. Is there a way to fix it? I've never tried. I don't know that I would bother trying. I don't have a good answer for you on that one, Naviaris. When you say it collapsed, do you really mean, hey, I blew up the roof of my lab? Are you saying it collapsed all on its own with no input from you? What are your thoughts on using 2x4 sized vehicle for a mega city exploring? I think you'd have a hard time. It'd have to be a pretty tough vehicle. I mean, a lot of the advice I give is colored by my difficulty settings. So when I'm talking about things, remember it's from the normal perspective, for me at least, of double zombies in my megacities. So double zombies, and a lot of times sped up evolution. So my preference, anytime I'm doing my Mega City runs, is to do a motorcycle. Do one of my Mega City motorcycle builds, which I've done a couple of times. I think that is way more valuable and way more useful in a Mega City than anything larger. You can just fit, I mean, right down single space alleyways between buildings. You can go 0 to 60 should you need to in no time at all. You can stop and turn on the dime. It's just so helpful. And it's only 4 spaces long, 1 tile wide, with a cargo space if you're running around. Plus, the zombies won't beat it up because there's no space they can't step onto. So they can just step right past or through it, and you don't have to worry about your vehicle getting trashed by when you hop off to go loot and things like that. What do you power it with? Doesn't really matter. I mean, as long as it's in good shape, you don't need anything more than a car battery. I mean, are you expecting to mount like multiple pulse laser rifles or something on it? I don't bother doing that. I mean, go check out my Mega City Motorcycle Challenge. You'll see the exact build that I use. I've only modified it slightly, I think, in more recent series. I probably should do another quick tip video showing my standard build for my motorcycle and my Humvee that I go to quite often. But yeah, for a Mega City run, if I'm having to maneuver that much and I need a vehicle, the motorcycle by far would be my preference. Are some methods of propulsion quieter than others? Yeah, but I think as long as you throw, I mean, if you got like solar, and don't have a gas engine, there you go. So if you can get an enhanced electric motor or engine, motor on a small vehicle, stick a storage battery or 2 on it, as long as you're not trying to go super far, then electric motor would be super quiet. So that would be the way to go if you're trying to be quiet. What was I doing before I was rudely interrupted by questions and people highlighting my name in chat, expecting answers? Which is perfectly fine, by the way. My preference, if you really want me to answer something, best to highlight my name so I catch it. Backing up chat here so you can know what I missed. What's the pay for moderators? Just fame and infamy. Fame and infamy. Lots and lots of fame and infamy. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Has the hat thing been going on? I just noticed a recent put the hat back on response. Is that in response to somebody telling me to take it off? We've had a bit of chat activity tonight, so pardon me if I'm missing the hat stuff. Of course my currency is duct tape. Duct tape is obviously the currency of the Cataclysm. He who dies with the most duct tape is the winner. Mufflers don't work on electric engines. No, but they don't really need them. I have no ability to bestow duct tape. That's outside my control. Alright, Nodding Echo, thanks for dropping by and hanging out. Appreciate it. I did miss it. So the leukocyte breeder works fine while morbidly obese, health plus 100 with an XXL waistline. Well, there you go. Question answered. Good to know. For those few folks that managed to somehow combine XXL waistline trait and manage to locate a... I guess you could start as... Don't some of the professions start with a leukocyte? I can't remember. Is there a scenario profession combo that starts with a leukocyte? Because otherwise, by the time you find a leukocyte and have the ability to install it successfully, you're probably no longer XXXL anyway. It does take time to accomplish all that. I suppose there's some edge cases where it might happen, but I don't think it's too often that people are going to have both of those going on at once. But it's good to have the question answered, so thanks for checking that. Alright, all the cookies, I can't tell. It doesn't show me like a X out of X indicator or anything. The only way I know is when I either count them up or you guys tell me that you can't buy anymore. If you're trying to buy cookies for Zombie Dog and it won't let you, then we're out. Unless Twitch or my ISP hiccups, at which time it resets the counters, which is kind of irritating. Oh, I guess there is true. I was not considering that some silly people keep eating and eating and eating and actually move into the XXXL status as opposed to starting with it and losing it. I forgot that possibility. So yeah, I guess that is a that is an option for whatever reason if you wanted to inflict that upon yourself. Alright, speaking of which, we're 2 hours in. Let me take just a real quick stretch break, and I think I'm going to dole out a few cookies to Zombie Dog. We'll give out some cookies for Zombie Dog while I do that. So let me just take a real fast break. I'll only be gone like 2 minutes for this one, so I'll see you guys here in just a few.